Trump, the son of presumptive GOP nominee Donald Trump and also one of the executives of the Trump conglomerate. Great to see you, Eric. Thanks for being here. So Fortune magazine has a piece out today that says this: Trump badly needs Speaker Ryan's endorsement. You agree with that?
Listen, I don't think so, right? He's got tens and tens of millions of votes. I mean, he's really run away with this. He has more votes than any Republican in any primary, ever. I mean, the guy's done an incredible job. He really has grown the party. He has brought the party together for whatever that's worth. And listen, if he doesn't have the speaker's vote, and if he doesn't have the, his will or whatever it may be, we'll go on, right? And those people will continue to march behind my father. Would it be nice? Yes. Is the ultimate goal to beat Hillary Clinton? Yes, that's everybody's goal. No one wants her to be president and be an absolute disaster. So everybody should band together and they should march forward. If he doesn't have it, will life go on? Absolutely.
Speaker Ryan seems to be saying, you're married, right? I'm married. Sure. He seems to be saying, like, it can't be resolved like that fight with your spouse where it's like, all right, everything's fine, right? We're fine, we're good, right? Yeah, we're fine. You have to actually hash it out. They have to sit down, they have to have some candlelight. They have to really get deep and get emotional.
Well, I think that's right. And I think the difference with my father,
you do?
So many, well, in a certain way, yeah, sure. My father has never walked the halls, right, of Washington with these people. He's built amazing business his entire life, right? I mean, he's been based in New York. This isn't his thing, right? So he's going into Washington. He needs to get to know these people. These people need to get to know him. And my father's an incredibly likable guy.
What if they want him to change? What if they want him, we don't like what you said about Planned Parenthood. Yeah. We don't like what you said about trade. Yeah. What if they want that?
He probably won't. He speaks from the heart. Right? He's not bought by anybody. He's self-funded his campaign thus far. Right? He's got his own ideas, and those ideas obviously are resonating with people because he's winning. So I'm not sure how much he will change. I mean, are there little things here or there? Yeah, possibly. But my father carries real conviction with him. He carries real belief with him. Obviously, the people are lined up behind him. So he's going to go to these meetings, no question, with open arms. But he wants to win. And is it smart for the Republican Party to embrace it? I mean, it's over. He's the nominee. Is it smart for them to embrace it? Of course it is, but we'll see tomorrow.
Let me ask you about you. 32 years old, sure. Married, no children yet, a dog, but that's how it starts. That's how it starts.
That's how they get you, right?
You are the son of Donald and Ivana Trump, right? Ivana's your mom. Sure. So when you were being raised, what role did your dad, Donald, play in your upbringing? Like, who did you live with mostly? What influence did they each have on you? Oh,
my father's my best friend in the world. I mean, we spent an inordinate amount of time. I'd spend literally every minute of free time in his office. I'd be playing with Legos. I mean, I was just always around him. I was always around the company. I was always listening to him, making the deals. We were very close. And I was very close to my mother as well. I mean, she's really an amazing woman and very sporty and very active. But, I have great parents. I mean, I really, really have great parents. They were parents that made us work, right? There were no free handouts.
That's what I want to ask you. How are you not a spoiled brat? Because you're not.
Yeah. Listen, my father threw us on construction sites at a very young age, right? I mean, he'd give us a sledgehammer and we'd go in and we'd break down walls and we'd run electrical wiring. I mean, he wanted to teach us the trades of what we do every day, which is, build great buildings and build great projects. And, again, if we wanted a bike, we went and bought that bike. If we wanted a fishing rod, we went and bought that fishing rod. Now he spoiled us with education, right? I mean, he always believed in going to great schools and getting great grades and really, taking education very seriously. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, he put us to work. I mean, there really was no free time.
Did he ever discipline you? What did he do when you got
Believe me,
out of line?
He could look at us and we knew we were disciplined. But, he was great. I mean, he had very high expectations for us. But he was also very fair and he was loving and he was fun. And he was jovial. And,
give us a memory of when he was fun.
Oh God, so many. I mean,
just pick a favorite. Like what? Or even better, give us one where he did something embarrassing. Yeah. Something you kid him about.
Okay, so Waters was in our office today, and he picked a picture off my shelf, right, of my father and me on a bulldozer. Right? I mean, we used to go into these construction sites, these awesome construction sites. We'd hop on bulldozers together, and he'd let us, drive through walls and, dig ditches. I mean, it was just a very, very cool.
That's not embarrassing. I want something embarrassing. Something that, like, if you ask me for an embarrassing story about my mother, I could keep you here all night.
Listen, he certainly sent roses to a bunch of girls that I didn't know about because he liked them from me. All right, so he's done. He's done plenty of.
Oh, he was trying to set you up.
Oh, absolutely.
Very
absolutely.
nice.
No, but he's a great man. I love him to death. I mean, he's my mentor. He's again my best friend. I mean, I'm so proud of everything that he's accomplished.
Now, in the moments when he is not great, does he take counsel from anybody?
Yeah, I think he very much does. But he's also a guy who makes up his own decision, right? A lot of people will give his opinions, and sometimes he'll follow them, and sometimes he'll go off and do his own thing.
Who do you think is his chief advisor?
I think we are. I think
kids.
Don, Ivanka, and I are. I mean, we spend a lot of time with us, and we have a very close relationship.
Is there a hierarchy there? In my mind, Ivanka's at the top, but you tell me.
Ivanka's the princess, and she's the daughter, and she's amazing. And Don and I are a little bit of the maybe brutes, or whatever you want to call it. But no, we're incredibly close. I mean, I can't tell you how often it is at 6 o'clock in the morning that I'm speaking to him, or at 11 o'clock at night that I'm speaking to him, and it's an amazing relationship. I mean, it's really just a great relationship.
Well, the three of you had turned out so beautifully. It's fascinating to get to know you a little better. Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks, Megyn.
All the best to you guys.